Why hello there, my Tanukers. You may or may not have seen my previous video on this topic. The topic being the fact that this game, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, for the Switch specifically, had a game-breaking bug in which your saves would not load. And as you can imagine, that was pretty upsetting. But today, the new patch came out, and I just downloaded it, and I haven't tested the loads to see if it works yet, so we're going to find out together. Because this patch was specifically stated to fix said bug, so more than likely they have in fact performed all the necessary rituals to make this machine spirit happy. So, what's weird is that they had actually made this patch days ago, but they had to wait for Nintendo to approve it before it went live. I find that a little bizarre because at the same time they sent out the Switch patch for approval, they sent out a PS4 patch. And the PS4 patch was added instantaneously. And so I don't know if Nintendo is just unique in that it has this approval period for patches. I didn't even know patches had to go through approval period before this. I don't know why they would. The only reasons I can imagine is that maybe they would want to check to see if the patch includes something that would change the ESRB rating, or maybe the patch would secretly install Bitcoin mining software or something like that. But who knows? All I care about right now is to see if this works. So load game. This is the one. Drum roll, please. Lo and behold, it seems to have worked. And just like my suspicion, the saves themselves were not corrupt. So I hope no one deleted their saves thinking that they were corrupt before this patch came out. Because, like I said on my last video, which I have since deleted because, I don't want to spread any misinformation or anything like that. In my last video, I was suspecting that the saves were fine, but it was more so just an issue with the loading of the save. Because when you try to load a save, you could still hear this. If you were to try to navigate the main menu, you could still hear the sounds as if you were still on the main menu. And so it was making me think that you never even got out of the main menu. It just, the screen went black, and then it failed to load a save which was perfectly fine and not corrupt. So that is good to know, and I'm thinking about resuming my save here, but after not playing this game for several days, I'm thinking about just starting a new file on a harder difficulty, because I was making my first playthrough a normal difficulty playthrough just so I could learn the game and learn all of its nuances and differences from XCOM, but now that I'm pretty familiar with the game, and I had a pretty smooth time, it was pretty smooth sailing once I figured out all the mechanics, so I'm thinking now that I actually just want to start a new game on the hard difficulty. That should be fun. But now I can play through it without having to worry about the saves not working. So, if any of you were afflicted by this heretical bug, I hope that you can now find some sort of comfort in knowing that this is now fixed. And now I can wholeheartedly recommend this game for the Nintendo Switch. And keep in mind, I'm playing this digitally, so obviously, if all you care about is playing the game, then the bug is now fixed and there's no problem. But, however, I can still see it as a potential issue for some people that are really into physical collecting. Normally, I'm a big physical collector too, but I made an exception for this game. But if you are a big physical collector and you want your physical piece of media to be complete as is without needing any kind of patches, and then if you go out and buy a copy of this game physically sealed and then never open it, that might be something that still bothers you, because in that case, technically, the cartridge would still have the game-breaking bug, and then if you try to pop it into a Switch years later after the servers go down, then you're going to have to deal with it. So I'm sure that's only relevant for very few people, but still worth pointing out. So yeah, Anyways, I'm going to call that a wrap. I can't wait to get back to playing this game, and I will see you Tanukers later. Bye for now.